Good evening, good morning to everyone from wherever you are joining us today. My name is Irma, and this webinar's topic is how ESL plays an important role in US immigration. Okay, with me, and I'm so excited. I'm joined by two lovely ladies here. So one senior case managers from the RN team, Lency, and our director for training, Paula. They're going to help me to facilitate this session tonight. So next slide, please.
So, as many of you know, the US continues to face a persistent and growing nursing shortage. This is creating a strong demand for internationally trained nurses to help meet the needs of the hospitals and healthcare systems across the country. Lindsay, anything that you'd like to add?
Yeah, hi Paula, hi everyone. That's why we're here to discuss about more of the English proficiency exams that the nurses are needing for their immigration process.
Sorry, Lindsay, can you please repeat that?
So we're going to discuss more about the importance of the ESL as a requirement for the nurses immigration process. So I think we can proceed to the next slide. Right. Now let's take a look at the critical component of the immigration and licensing process for internationally educated nurses, the English proficiency. First, it's important to understand that the nurses are required to pass standardized English language exams such as IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, MET, or OET. These exams are designed to assess whether the nurse can effectively communicate in English both in written and spoken form, which is essential in clinical settings. Meeting these language requirements is not optional because it's a mandatory step for you to obtain a visa screen, which is needed for the immigration process, and for some U.S. nursing licensure requirement, depending on the requirement of the Board of Nursing where you will be assigned. So without proof of English proficiency, a nurse cannot move forward in either process. And finally, a lack of English proficiency can cause significant delays not just in the immigration timelines but also in starting work in the US healthcare system. So, establishing a strong foundation in English early on and getting the right guidance and preparation is absolutely vital for success. So, tonight we're going to find out more on the next slide. And I'm giving back the floor to Miss Irma.
Okay, sorry about earlier. So there's actually two very important reasons, okay, why the ESL plays an important role in the workplace communication and patient safety. Number one, because effective communication is very essential for us nurses to interact effectively with our patients and with the other healthcare professionals across all teams. The second reason would be proficient English ensures safe patient away.
Hey, Lindsay, anything that you'd like to add? Sorry, we're not able to hear you.
All right. So in the next slides, we are going to discuss more about the ESL as a requirement and how important it is. Next slide, please. So, as the global demand for healthcare professionals continues to rise, many internationally educated nurses are making valuable contributions to the U.S. healthcare system. However, language proficiency remains one of the most significant hurdles, not only in terms of licensure, but also in their ability to communicate effectively, build trust with patients, and of course, integrate smoothly into diverse clinical environments. So these are the common challenges that our nurses face with ESL proficiency. So, having difficulties with US medical terminology and communication styles. So many internationally trained nurses are unfamiliar with region specific medical terms, abbreviations, and jargon used in the US healthcare settings. There's also the differences in communication style, such as the expectation for assertiveness, patient education, and use of colloquial expressions can lead to misunderstandings or reduced confidence. Even clinically competent nurses may struggle to convey empathy or clarity patient interactions due to the language limitations. The next would be the limited access to ESL programs and resources. So, not all nurses have access to high quality ESL programs tailored to healthcare professionals. There is often a lack of customized support that focuses on medical English, cultural competence, and real world clinical scenarios. And lastly, preparing for English proficiency exams. Standardized English exams can be especially daunting even for nurses with conversational fluency. Time pressure, test anxiety, and unfamiliar question formats contribute to low confidence and performance. Repeated attempts may also lead to discouragement and delays in licensure or immigration process. And as an opportunity is that generally the usual suspects are test anxiety, uh, poor preparation, and the absence of coaching and test practice. So developing safe paced video materials and more assessment uploads will support flexible learning that will result to higher candidate reach and engagement. So that's why we're here tonight to offer something for our candidates, which will be discussed by Paula.
All right. Hello again, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. And I will be giving you an overview of Worldwide's English Success Coaching Program. Again, my name is Paula De Silva, Associate Director for Training here at Worldwide. And I'm really excited to share an overview of what our program has to offer, specifically how we support candidates aiming for success, not just in passing exams, but in real world communications too. So, first, we focus on personalized learning paths. One size does not fit all. So, that's why we start with a personalized needs assessment to understand each candidate's current English proficiency level and specific challenges. We offer three learning formats to meet different learning styles. We understand that candidates work for long hours, super busy. Hence, we have various learning formats to meet your schedules. Number one is the booster program, aka one-on-one coaching for focused, targeted skill building. We also have the boot camp program, and this is our group classes. It's a dynamic, interactive learning experience with fellow candidates. This is really fun. And Lastly, we have the asynchronous learning. What is asynchronous learning? It is designed for independent learners who need flexibility. This means that you can study at your own pace, on your own time, and of course, with support from our coaches. The coaches will send homeworks, exercises that you can complete at your own pace. And a key part of our program is our team of experienced English coaches. They have extensive backgrounds in education and exam preparation, and they're really committed and passionate to support our dear candidates every step of the way. And I'd like to give a special shout out to the coaches. If you're watching, thank you for your continued dedication. What else? Moving on, our curriculum is aligned with exam requirements. It includes writing, um, reading, listening, and speaking. We also have topics about test taking strategies to help reduce anxiety and improve score. We also have materials for foundations in English for long term growth, American culture, and patient care communication to prepare you guys for real life situations and um, once you get deployed to the US. And lastly, we provide exclusive learning resources. We have a library of practice exercises, mock tests, vocabulary banks, writing templates. What else? Speaking cue cards. Everything is aligned with the current test formats to ensure realistic preparation. So, in summary, we provide exclusive learning resources, um, well, I've mentioned that already. And here at Worldwide, our goal really is to help to not just help you pass the exam, but to empower you to communicate confidently in preparation for your US life. Maybe you're wondering what makes this program good. What makes it good is that it is strategy focused and highly personalized. And we don't just teach the format, we train the candidates to think like test takers. So, with small group sizes, individual coaching, up to date materials, we ensure that every candidate gets the attention and tools that they need to succeed. Back to you, Miss Irma and Lency.
So, Paula, tell us,
Yes.
we have do do our candidates need to spend for anything to be a part of this program?
Hmm. It's actually for free. Good news. It's just for free. No need to spend
Okay,
any.
so
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
that's good news. So to all of our candidates who are listening and who are in the call right now, this program is for free.
Yes.
Okay, so what do they have to do, Paula, to avail of this very exciting
Yes.
um um package, if you will?
Sure. Very good. I like your question, Miss Irma. I'm sure that our candidates are interested to know how to book a class. All you have to do is to reach out. You just have to simply reach out to your case manager, let them know that you're ready to book. We will coordinate with them and send you the booking link to schedule your sessions. Super simple.
Very simple.
Yes.
Okay, so I think now we're ready to take in all your questions. So back to you, CJ.
Okay, all right. Cool, cool. Thanks, Irma. All right. So first of all, since we are here on the on this slide, I want to ask Paula these questions.
Sure.
So this program, um, if I'm an international nurse and I want to be in this program, how do I book a class if I'm a part of it?
Feel free to reach out to your case manager and let them know that you would like to book a class, and would be more than happy to share the link with you, and we will provide our availability and book your first class with us. And
All
maybe
right.
CJ, they're also curious how long is the program, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Okay, how long is the program, and can you choose your schedule? Well, the duration of the program depends on your current English proficiency. That's why we need to assess your English level first. We need to have you complete an assessment for us to determine the level of support that you need, your English level, and let's say you already have a strong command of the language. You may only need to complete our self-paced training guided by our coaches. However, if you're still building your skills, you might need around 1 to 2 months to prepare to focus on English foundations and exam specific strategy lessons. And I'd be honest with you, some candidates would may be required, maybe or may need longer time to prepare depending on their learning curve, so probably more than 2 months of preparation. As for the schedule, the program is designed to be flexible, just like what I've mentioned earlier. You can choose the pace and format that best fits your lifestyle. Um, we offer one-on-one coaching, group classes, usually held Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Manila time, but we can definitely adjust our coverage depending on the need. As mentioned earlier, we offer asynchronous learning where you will be provided with self-paced materials and exercises that you can complete anytime. Yeah, that's all, CJ.
Okay, cool. And does this program support every like exams, English exams, or do you have like
Yes.
specific
Oh
ones
yeah,
only?
name it, name it. We support preparation for exams like IELTS, OET, TOEFL, PTE, MET, etc. Just let us
Yeah,
know what exam you're going to take.
yeah, that's cool, cool. Yeah, it's really helpful. And another question is, can I switch between learning formats later?
Oh, absolutely. Many learners begin with one format, um, and transition to another type of setup depending on their needs. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, so if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat, and we'll be happy to like answer all your questions. So for now, I still have one question, more questions here, Paula.
Sure.
Um, Let me just check it here. So how do ESL coaches help international nurses adjust their communication, you know, to American cultural norms in healthcare or something like that? Because you know, like on the later part, they will work here in the U.S. So what will be the like the advantage?
Like that question. So, the very first step that we need in order for us to customize and tailor our approach when it comes to your coaching sessions and group classes, we really need to gauge your English proficiency level first. That's the very first step. And then after that, we will check what your strengths and weaknesses are, and we will not just prepare you and help you learn the test taking strategies, exam specific strategies, but we aim for long-term success. We will build on your English foundations. We will provide accent neutralization training if needed, and then and post exam, we will offer patient care communications, American culture training, just like what you've said, um, in order to prepare you for the US life. So it's composed of different exercises to make the learning fun and effective. I hope that answered your question.
All right, Paula, thank you. I have another question here. So, for example, I'm not very good in reading, writing, like listen, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Uh, do you think you can help me with that one? With this program?
Yeah, for sure. Um, of course, it's a two-way street. We will best foot forward when it comes to providing assistance, but you really have to make sure that you commit to consistent attendance. make sure that you attend the classes regularly, because learning English or um, practicing English is also like building a muscle, right? I want to compare it to that concept. So
All right, thank you. So,
consistent attendance is a must.
cool. So I have here a question from Shah Khalid. He said, "Hi, hope everyone be okay. How can I apply with free English proficiency exam?" So maybe the training he's asking. How can he like participate in this program?
Kate, feel free to send an email to your case manager, and we will send you our booking link. And that's it.
All right. Another question: do I need to be a part of Worldwide Health Staff before, um, you know, before joining this program?
Not really. Even if you're still in the, say, interview stage, we could um, offer or we could provide self-paced materials already, so that you could, start building your foundations in English.
All right. Cool. Cool. So I don't see any more questions from the chat. I think that's it for our Q and A part of the webinar. So I'll say, do you have more like last message for our audience, like about this program and future plans or future that we have for them?
I would like to ask Lency. Hey, Lency, what are our candidates saying about the English Success Coaching Program?
All right. So since we have already started the assessment program, we have received a lot of positive feedback from the candidates, such as the sessions are very proactive and it's really interesting. And some of the candidates even
I think she got disconnected.
Yeah, she got disconnected.
She was about to say that the candidates really are who participated in the program have very good things to say about it, as well as how supportive the coaches are, with how they are being trained, with the level of consistency, I guess, and the expertise that these coaches bring with them. So it's all good things that we're hearing from these candidates who are actually in the program.
All right, cool. Oh yeah. So is this program already happening? Uh,
Yes,
oh, okay, cool.
it is.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so for all, like if you're a nurse who wants to work in the U.S. or just having trainings for your ESL examination, just shoot us a message, and here are our like English coaches. They are ready to assist you in every way possible, to pass your English exam. Okay, so before I'm letting you go, I just want to let our audience know about our socials. So, like us on Facebook for any updates and immigration and new positions. And we are always having webinar weekly, if not every 2 weeks. So check out our Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. I'll put the link on the chat, and also please check our YouTube channel. So we always post our webinar replays in our YouTube. You can check it out there. I'll also put that on the chat. And as always, we have this Refer Nurse program that you will earn up to $250 per nurse that you will refer to us, and you don't need to wait for years before getting your reward. So when their petition is filed, you will already get your referral bonus. So any last thoughts, Paula, Irma, and Letzi?
So I'll start by saying this ESL exam, it's just like any other exams. If you were able to hurdle and be successful in taking the NCLEX, right? This is going to be just one of those tests. And with the right direction and with the right guidance coming from our coaches, okay, I'm sure that you'll be successful when you book and when you take the test, the actual exam. So the best time to start really is now by reaching out to your case managers and letting them know of your intentions to participate in this ESL program that we have. So thanks, guys, for joining.